I can't see your toes. Okay. Welcome to another episode of Meaningful Conversations with Brii Renee. I'm so excited to have you guys back. If you have not done so already, make sure you have subscribed to my channel and you have put on that notification bell so you know when new episodes are dropping every single Wednesday. Like, comment, and share. This one is going to be good, y'all. I'm sitting here with two beautiful black women that I admire and love and follow myself. I'm going to put their handles below so you can follow them as well. But I'm going to allow y'all to introduce yourselves. Go ahead, Mo.
I am Mo. I am the owner of Ghostly Hair Company. A lot of people know me from Instagram, like the viral hair curler and clip-ins. So yeah, that's me.
Yay. And former hairstylist as well.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am Trishana, and I am a former hairstylist. I'm a hairstylist brat. Like, I grew up in the hair salon. Whew, so glad that's behind me. And I also own an ice cream business called Mixins Rolled Ice Cream. Had a little success, 6 figures in 60 days, and we've been open for 5 years now. So, and I also help entrepreneurs scale their businesses.
Serial entrepreneurs here. I like that because both of y'all took y'all, and you're a podcaster from behind the
little
chair.
Show, whatever, you know.
Beyond the chair.
Beyond the chair, yep.
Beyond the chair, which I love because that's also centered around helping women in the beauty industry get beyond the chair to, you know, pursuing their full entrepreneurship dreams.
Exactly.
I love that. So, I brought y'all here today because we got to discuss this pandemic, epidemic. It's been both of them in the black community with the black hairdressers and the black clients. Like, you guys as stylists, I'm going to let y'all have it today because as a black client, and I know other black women in this room right now, we fed up. We like up to our wits end. And y'all gotta get your hair done too.
Well, what you fed up with, friend?
First of all, I'm fed up with these prices.
Oh, she got a list. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, it's a whole list. I'm fed up. First of all, I'm fed up with the prices. Now I get the economy has changed. We got inflation. But I grew this hair out my head. And it used to cost me, I give you $125 for a press and curl, right? Now these stylists want to charge me $300 to $500 for my natural hair.
That you grew and they didn't have to install it.
That they didn't have to install. I'm talking about a wash, a blow dry, not even a trim, not no color, just to press it. And then don't even really be using real curling iron sometimes. I be like, girl, I could have did this better at home myself. Then a sew-in, first of all, a sew-in used to be, I grew up in this age of the, natural leave-out sew-in, where you can get a sew-in for $300, sometimes with the hair included. You know, you get fancy with some good bundles, you might go up to $450.
That's still high to me.
That's high.
Yeah. I don't think that's high. I'm sorry, y'all.
Now, let me tell you, now you're paying $800-900.
$400 is not high?
I don't know what stylist you're going to charging them prices, but that sounds extreme.
$900?
Yeah, that's.
I have literally paid $900 for a sew-in. With the hair, I'm talking about with hair included.
Nope, get somebody else to do it.
That's a lot. Well, it depends on what length you were getting, how many bundles you were getting, because it can add up, especially like it's a la carte. Like they're going to charge you down from the wash to, I mean, I'm sure, they're doing the braid down the net.
But hold on. How you as a hairstylist going to charge me to wash my hair? Ain't that a part
That's what I understand.
of the service?
But let me tell you what the issue is, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, so don't take it to the fence, but they're going to take it to the fence. In these, I used to call them cubicles, but that's incorrect. What are they called? Salon suites. And the salon suites, it's like they have to charge, because I don't know if they're being charged, because they don't usually have their own shampoo bowl in there anymore. So it's like they have to go to another room to use the water. And so when it was an actual salon, that's part of the, that's luxurious. Like, you're going to go, they're going to even help you take your hair out. You're going to go watch, because at my mom's hair salon, baby, she'll help you take your braids out. She'll wash it. She'll massage your scalp. Nowadays, come with your hair washed, or it's an extra fee. Come with just, your hair parted. Damn near.
And detangled. It's
Detangled.
Like
and when I did hair, I was doing hair for like $50, $60.
Yeah.
I just need to pay my rent, but they don't want to pay the rent. They got to buy the Gucci shoes, the Louis shoes, and the rent is just an extra.
And I'm all here for luxury. I do feel like every black woman deserves a life of luxury. You should have whatever designer or whatever luxury is to you, whether it's high-end food, restaurants, traveling, clothes, jewelry, whatever you like to live, however you like to live, I think you deserve it.
Yeah.
But I feel like the quality of service should be included. So that's a good point though, because a lot of stylists are now opting out for the traditional salon space. They don't have a bowl in their room. Cause I just never could wrap my head around why you charging me to wash my hair. That's like charging me for the water at the car wash.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
But now I get it. It's because, so the salon suite is charging to use the bowl.
They might. I don't know how that works. Don't quote me on that because
Okay.
I didn't get to that point. When I started doing hair, I knew immediately that I did not want to do this long term. So I grew up in my mom's hair salon. Allegedly, when she would, get her too busy, she'll close up the shop and she'll be like, come on, I'm like 6 years old. I'm in there doing micro braids. I'm doing everything. So for me, doing hair just paid my bills. It was enough to feed myself, but it was never like I want to create a business because I instantly realized I cannot pass this down to my children. My mom was like, you want to do hair? Hell no.
Right.
This was enough to pay my phone bill, which was $65 a month at the age of 9, and help my mom with the cable bill because that's all I could do. But I realized I did not want to do this, and I think a lot of stylists need to realize too, like, sell a product. Quit trying to keep cracking people over the head with the price when you could just sell a product to make that money. So
That's good.
Okay, so
Ooh.
I don't agree with everything that's been said here because although I retired, so I'm not a hairstylist anymore, but I still do have my salon.
Okay.
So I feel like people should be paid for their time. And people want to pay $60 for a wash and set, but I mean, it might take 2 or 3 hours to do that wash and set. And $60 is not a lot of money for 3 hours of work.
So what's the normal, I guess it really do depend on every stylist. But a wash, if I'm washing, blow drying my natural hair, I feel like that should not cost, like I said, I'll give you $150. Max.
And I think that's reasonable.
Okay.
And especially because, I mean, everything has gone up. Like, inflation is, like, at an all-time high. And $150 is reasonable. But, like, if you're paying $300 for a wash and set, that is a bit extreme. However, people should be paid for the fact that they went to school. We had to pay to go to school. Like,
that's a you problem.
I agree. I don't get paid none of that.
No.
Okay, you
I
feel like the
disagree.
expertise of it.
You go and pay the doctor, and you pay them an arm and a leg for what they do to make sure that they take care of you. And that's another thing. You'll even go to the doctor and not complain about waiting, but yet you'll go to the hair salon, and you don't want to wait that long.
Because that's my other gripe. You know that was coming next.
Yeah.
How y'all be charging us or will cancel your entire appointment if you 15 minutes late? If I'm 15 minutes late, you're going to cancel me, but I could come show up on time and you're going to have me waiting 30 to 45 minutes before I'm even touched.
Yeah.
How do that, why I can't get that in reparations
I think
on the
that's-
price?
I think both parties need to learn how to communicate. It goes down to the stylist. Like, if the stylist is running behind, she knows she's running behind an hour to 30 minutes before she's going to be running behind. And she needs to reach out to her client, the next one is coming, and let them know, like, hey, I'm going to be running behind. And as well as the client, if you know you're going to be 15 minutes late when you left your house.
Yeah.
So why not call me and tell me you're running behind?
But as stylists, we don't be answering the phone because we be busy. Our hands
Well,
be tied up. We
A
be doing
text,
hair.
like anything. I guess I'm looking at it a little bit different because I actually have a salon. So it's like we have a receptionist to answer the phone. Most stylists, honestly,
That's
should
classy.
I'm about to say that's how you do it.
That's real classy.
If you go salon, that's how you
Yeah.
salon.
Yeah.
I just feel like every stylist should have an assistant because if you can't answer the phone, your assistant can answer the phone, somebody can answer the phone.
Yeah.
And, you just call and let them know you're going to be running late so people will know.
You really got to run it like a business. Like, I
Yeah.
like how
You
yeah.
absolutely do.
And I think a
because-
lot of stylists aren't. They're doing it as a craft.
Yeah, and this is what I was gonna say too, because I was gonna pull out my calculator. I'm a numbers girl, but I was gonna say too, like if as a stylist, if your goal is to make, let's say, $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month, do the math. So 10,000 divided by whatever your service is, and they try to overcompensate because they're not hitting that goal or the clientele lacks. So therefore, the 7 clients that you do have that's loyal, you try to crack them over the head to make sure that you can still keep up with that lifestyle. And like I said, if you say, okay, maybe 2-3 days a week, I'm gonna work as a stylist, because that's what I did. I worked as a stylist 2-3 days a week so I could have those other 4 days to build out my actual business. So I'm working on a business plan for my ice cream shop so that way I can have staff, I can have employees. I'm like, if I'm working every single day on my feet, there's only 24 hours in a day. I'm only working 8 or 9 hours, which means I can only do 3 or 4 people a day. My money's going to cap at some point. Like, that's what I need them to understand. I don't care how much you charge. Your money is going to cap at some point. So what can you do? Like you said, put people in your place. Have a master stylist, have a master, whatever.
Have a braider when you got sew-ins. I liked when girls, we had the weave shop. growing up
Exactly,
here. You would
exactly.
go, one person would wash you, then you go to the braiders braid you down, and then you got the master stylist, like you said, that's sewing everybody in, curling you up and getting you out the way.
Exactly.
That flow.
And we love you. We need our hair done. Look, all our hair is laid.
Yeah.
We need you, but it's just like don't put that much pressure on me. Or maybe come up with like a subscription model where it's like, we pay you for certain
I would pay for this subscription.
Me too.
To get a washing set
Yeah.
like every month.
Yes.
What I've seen going wrong with subscriptions is stylists will offer it, and then they'll say, hey, you can pay this monthly, price to come and get a washing set. And then people will come there and be like, well, I want to sew in today, and I already paid you a subscription. Well, you didn't pay me a subscription.
Well, you got to
for a
pay
sew-in.
add-on.
Mm-hmm.
So the subscription come with this base.
It's hard to kind of explain that to people. I don't think the subscription works for hairstylists.
Yeah.
If you would like a subscription, let us know below. And
Raise your hand in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that. I'm sorry.
I like that, and then I can add on, because like you said, this month I might, if I got I get 2 washing styles, basic styles, with the subscription, you let me know what those basic styles are in this description when I'm purchasing, right? And then I know, okay, well, if I want to add on a ponytail, it might be an extra $30-$40 add on. Or if I want to add in a sew-in, you got to buy the hair, and then an extra $50-$75, whatever, you know what I'm saying, based on the subscription. I would do that.
Excuse me, at least you know that you're making the same amount of money every month too. Like your income is there instead of, well, maybe, because for example, if my stylist is too busy or whatever, I'm going someplace else. But if I'm paying that subscription, baby, I'm gonna make sure my butt's in that chair. So at least your money's coming in.
And I'm the type of person where, say the subscription, as long as it's not wildly priced, it's the summertime, I might get braids for that month. I'm not gonna cancel my subscription because I'm going out of town and I got braids that month. So you really just made that month worth off of me without even having to do my hair. But I don't want to cancel it because, like you said, I want to have that priority for the next following month.
And 2 stylists, come up with some type of creator's package, because we have to change our hair a lot being in front of the camera.
Yes.
So baby, I can't wear the same hairstyle 3, 4, 5 episodes. I gotta change it, and because I don't want to pay another $400-$500, I'm just be trying to thug it out.
Yeah.
Put a little twist right here and pin it up.
Right.
That's all I can
half
do.
up, half down. That's what I always trying to do, girl. Clip-ins. I be wearing the clip-ins. Clip this in.
This hair I've been wearing.
That's
it
what Go
for a while.
Sleek does. Teach women how to do their hair at home. So that, because you won't always be able to get in with your hairstylist. Like women need to know how to do their own hair. So when you complaining about the price that these stylists are charging, or you complaining about waiting, just go home and do your own hair.
I tried, y'all.
I started doing that.
I can only do my natural hair. I can add in a Go Sleek U part, and I can add in the clip-ins, because that's easy, simple, and you got so many good, like you create a lot of great content where I can learn as I'm on your page.
Right.
But I tried to give myself a U part, I tried to give myself a half up, half down quick weave for Christmas. Child, my whole braid was showing in the back. My ponytail was limp. It was a C at best, okay?
Right.
It was a C. And I was like, and I did appreciate the stylist going through that, because it literally took me all day, because I'm not trained. I don't know what I'm doing. It took me hours. And I was like, I will never sign up to do this ever again.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. But when we talk about like paying for the expertise, right? I feel like we don't even have expert stylists anymore. You get stylists who can only do 1, maybe 2 things. So you get a girl that only does natural hair. I literally have like 4 different type of stylists. I have my braiders that I go to when I want some braids, which that's reasonable because everybody don't braid. Then I got my natural hair girl. But then if I want a ponytail, I got this girl. She only do ponytails.
Right.
If I got a sew-in girl, I got her. She only do sew-ins. Like, what happened to you being able to go in the hair salon when they had a whole chart up there and you could pick out 1 through 50?
Not the chart.
Yeah.
I remember the chart.
Because stylists have learned to work smarter and not harder. And if you in there doing all these different hairstyles, first off, that's why a lot of stylists end up running over, because you're doing stuff that you're really not that good at. So it's like, since stylists have learned that, okay, let me just stick to what I'm good at, and that is what I'm going to offer. So then you put a system in place for that particular service, and you know how long it's going to take you. No matter who gets in your chair, you're doing that same service every time. You getting them in and you getting them out.
Yeah.
I got a counter to that though.
What's up?
Because they do specialize in ponytails, or they do specialize in sew-ins, they think it's one way fits all. Baby, my hair is falsy. The way you did her ponytail is not the way you need to do mine. So now my hair all kinked up and coiled up at the top, and you think, oh, I do this, I get done in 5 minutes. It looked like you got done that. So I don't know. I'm back to the chart, because when I was doing hair, baby, you could come to me for the locks. You come to me for braids. You can come to me for a press. Like, I was doing it all. But as soon as I made me a little funky couple thousand, I was like, oh, you can't pay me to touch hair again. And I would just have my favorite clients that I would still do. And now every blue moon, if I got a school with stylists, I'm like, baby, no, you gotta just party
Do
right.
this like this.
You know, you gotta just.
No, for sure. I think, like you said, and to me, you're not an expert if you only do ponytails, right? And like you said, you can't do different type of ponytails. You still not an expert, because you can only do that type of ponytail. Like, I literally, y'all, this is a horror story. So last year my uncle passed, right? He was like a father to me. So literally, I had made my appointment with the ponytail girl. Everybody, she do the best ponytails in town. I go to her chair. I come already detangled, because I think I had just took down some braids. No, my hair was in a bun. You know how your hair old, it's in a dirty, dusty bun, right? Messy bun. I walked in there with my hair in a bun. She gives me a wash. This what did it for me. As soon as she started washing my hair, oh, that's a lot of hair. Oh, you got a lot of hair, right?
That's
Then
red
she
flag.
start red flag. I'm like,
Red flag,
it's healthy, you know. I be conditioning it. Then she started blow drying me out. Soon as she started blow drying, oh, and it's thick. Oh, and your hair thick. So I'm like, yeah, you know, I still be doing my treatment, so I take care of it. I keep it trim and stuff. Then she literally, as soon as she blow dries me out, she literally tells me, y'all, the day before my uncle's funeral, she said, I don't think your hair gonna fit in the ponytail. I said, I came in here with it in the bun.
Not gonna fit.
Yeah, what you mean? I'm like, you can press it
Right.
out, and it's not even that. You know, my hair like a wave. It ain't even, you know, you can press
Not
it.
it ain't gonna fit.
Yeah, it ain't gonna, what you mean it ain't gonna fit? She like, yeah, I don't think your hair gonna fit in a ponytail. And I was like, but you do ponytails. I seen on your page, like, you got all type of ponytails. And I just want a regular ponytail to the back with a braid, braided ponytail. You got so many different girls with this beautiful ponytail. What are you talking about? She like, yeah, no, I can't do it. So I don't want to do your hair, because I don't even want to mess it up and not have to pay. And she was like, if I mess it up, I'm gonna have to give you your money back, and I don't want to do it.
You gotta respect her for that though, because she could have did your ponytail.
Girl,
And you would be no. I see it from both sides though. Y'all gotta keep in mind, like, I see it from the client side and the stylist side.
Mo, I had to leave
What if
her.
she would have messed you up? She should have gave you another solution, like another alternative. Okay, I don't think I could do your ponytail. I don't feel comfortable doing your ponytail, but maybe I can do this. Maybe let me just press your hair out and you just wear it down, because I don't feel comfortable doing your ponytail. Because you would have been mad if she would have act like she knew how to do it, and then your ponytail looked a mess.
But what you supposed to do before the funeral though?
Right, that's
why I said she should have gave her another alternative. Just pressed her hair out, like did what she was comfortable with.
And then still charged me the deposit. They didn't give me my deposit back.
She should have.
Let me tell you what happened to me right here in Atlanta, and I'm new.
That was here in Atlanta too. But what happened?
Let me tell, because I'm new.
We got
to
some
the
horror
city.
stories.
See.
Last year, somebody was like, "Oh, go to this girl. She's real good at doing braids." I'm like, "Okay," and I can respect someone who does braids versus someone who does, you know.
Me too.
Yeah, I
Braids
understand
is different.
That. I understand that. So she said, because it's last minute, you have to pay full price. I was always raised, you pay your deposit. We didn't even used to have to do deposits, but whatever. Deposit, and then the rest comes later. So I pay, full price, whatever. I'm desperate at this point. I have to be at the airport tomorrow. She said she'll be done. Why? I'm checking my phone. She's not responding. I'm like, hello. She sent me the address, so I put it in. It's like 12 minutes from me. Then she texts back, like, I don't think I can come because of the weather.
What?
You 12 minutes from me. I'm looking outside. The sun was out.
Yeah.
So what weather was you speaking of? And then she was like, the weather's real bad over here. It's raining. It's storming. Bitch, we under the same sky.
We in Atlanta.
She probably was at her boyfriend's house.
That's
Like
not
a
okay.
couple hours away or something. See, y'all gotta look. Y'all gotta put. It's a lot.
I
of
never got my
different
money back.
scenarios that may come up.
She disappeared with my money. I
But
never
in
got it
these
back.
cases, we
She should have
saying
gave you your money back.
She stopped responding.
refund.
I
I said, I
totally
hope the
agree.
weather sucked her ass up.
Right. I hope you want a tornado. Okay.
Like, where is? Because I'm so confused.
Yeah, no, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I think just the whole booking process in itself it gives me anxiety. When you go on a page and then it's like that
Form?
Yeah.
School?
And let me tell
Work.
y'all why.
The
stylists
deposits
have
and
to-
the booking requirements. and
Is
the-
your hair washed, detangled? Is you a 4C or is you a 4A? Is you a...
Don't come with an attitude. Make sure you are positive. I don't do loud music. No
Yes.
kids. No. And it's like,
And let
when
me
did it
tell you why
become
they
like
do,
this?
because that means they have gone through it before. They have experienced it, and that mean they had to put it in writing so you can read it, and you know not to come in there with
I love that you're the angel on the shoulder.
I know, right?
The stylist.
No, but like I see it from, like I said, I see it from both sides. But I'm telling you, every time I encounter something, even with my business, you know, we just shipping, you know, products now. If something go wrong, I'd be like, you know what? Make sure we put that on the website so that they know. Don't do that.
But let me ask you though, what made you shift from, okay, let me be in the fields doing hair to doing products?
That's always been my goal. Like since I was 20 something, it's always been, I'm not doing hair past 35.
Why?
Because, you know, I worked in a salon that had a lot of older women doing hair, and they were kind of miserable. Like they just were always upset. Like they hated being there. They hated doing hair. It was, and you could tell it's hard on your body even standing up all
My
day.
hands be like this.
Yeah, your hands be cramped up, your feet hurt, and your back hurt. So it was a lot, and I had to watch these older women still come in there and slave in their 60s, and I was like, oh no, that's not gonna be me. So in my 20s, I was like, you know what? At 35, I'm not doing hair. I didn't know how I was gonna get there. I did not have a plan. It was just I'm not doing hair after 35.
You just made up in your mind.
Yeah.
You get out of life what you accept. She accepted it. She was not doing it.
Right, I wasn't doing it, but it's crazy how things just started to align. But even maybe like, I don't know, maybe 30 years old or something, I was like, I got really serious about not just doing hair, but selling products. So I started selling extensions, and more doing the service, and then of course selling the extensions to my clients as a way to kind of like, you know, upsell the ticket to make a little bit more money. So I don't have to charge my clients an arm and a leg. Once you sell the extensions as well, then you were able to increase that ticket. But it was the pandemic that happened, and I had my salon. But when we had to close down, and I was like, okay, I'm not making no money from services. What am I gonna do? So like closing the salon wasn't an option. So like we had to close down for the pandemic, but like trying to get out of the lease or any of that, like that wasn't even an option. So it's crazy because the women were buying clip-ins like crazy during the pandemic. I mean, myself, I was making more money when I closed the salon than when I was open. And to the point where I was like, hold on, why am I still doing hair? And why do I have a salon? I honestly regretted even opening the salon during the pandemic because the products like selling clip-ins were doing so well.
Was this before you started doing the content though? Like just on their own?
I was already doing content
Okay.
before the pandemic, but probably not at the scale
Of what you're doing now.
Right, and what I do now.
Okay.
But when we closed down, of course, everybody's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do with my hair? Since the salon is closed, I don't have a hairstylist. Nobody's at work. So that's when I kind of got into that, more so the DIY side of it, showing women like what they could do with their hair if they don't have a hairstylist. So that's how I got into the roller. That's how I got into the edge space. Like just giving them, you know, ideas and ways to do their hair at home if you don't have a hairstylist or you can't get to your hairstylist. But once we did open back up, that's when I was like, you know what? I'm doing hair one more month, and
That's it.
yeah, I'm done.
But
Like,
I really
it just
want people-
didn't make sense.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I really want people to take away from her what she just said, because when you're getting started, you know, I always say your side hustle is to replace your job. Your business is to replace your side hustle. And I think
Oh, wait. Say that again. Your side hustle replaces your job.
Yep.
Okay.
And your business replaces your side hustle. So I got into doing hair as a side hustle to replace my job because I was working like 2-3 jobs in high school. And I was just making, you know, side hustle money. And my business, which was the ice cream shop, replaced me from doing hair, and it retired me. I think a lot of us get stuck right in that middle of I'm becoming a business owner, and we get stuck at doing the hair. And so I love that you then created a business out of it to replace, you know, you from being in that chair. And I think that's the big point that we miss. And so we don't know which way to turn as stylists, so then we just like, let me crack over the head, because I'm still not growing. I'm still not seeing the growth that I want. I love this field, but they don't know how to get out of it or to still make it a lucrative business.
And you really touch way more people. So
Yes, that's how you make more money, by touching more people.
Yeah, you touch way more people with the products or whatever it is, whether you teaching a course, whether with the content, because some people getting paid just off content. You know what I mean? Alone, but even with the products, like I have probably like 6 of her products, and she's never done my hair. That's crazy when you think about it. I have a U-part, I got the edge base, I got the no heatless roller, because I am a girl who is like, I need to diversify and be able to do my hair myself. But with the content, I feel more comfortable shopping from somebody like her, because now she's creating this content, and I'm sure Instagram paying you. They should be.
You know what? Instagram do pay you for your reels. Like,
Yeah, you should. But I'm saying you should be getting paid for your reels as much content as you put out.
It does okay.
Okay, I'm saying, as long as you, that's a little extra income.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So some people might have, you could create one product, and then like you said, you using that product to touch more people, but now you don't even have to really do your hair in the reels most of the time. You do have clients and models sometimes, but.
Right, yeah. I mean, for the most part, we bring in models, and that's the only time my hair gets done is if I'm actually doing the video.
I think that's so smart, and I think that's how everybody, even me as a creator, as a creative or whatever, as a personality, I think I'm gonna take that on, like using my side hustle to replace my job and using my business to replace all of it. Ooh, and we came up with a business today. I'm on fire now.
And I'm about to quote something else you just said too, because you said reaching the masses, you reach more people. And I always preach that too. You make more money when you reach the masses. Why do you think your boss is not in the facility? Because they said, how do I make $3 million a month? I need to break down, 30,000 sales. Let me hire 300 people. And they all got to sell $1,500 worth of stuff every single day. Like, that's how they break down the math. And I was talking to this girl who's like, oh, I'm a doula and I need to make more money. I said, baby, make a book. Because you sitting there rubbing oil on one person's belly is not going to get you to, I don't got time to be fooling with you and rubbing oil on your stomach all day and make sure you, No, put it in a book so we can all do it right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like you said, you only have but 24 hours in your day. You only can do so much as one person. So reaching the masses is that product, is that course, is expanding on social media. I think that's really dope. Well, we got to get back to one thing. I got to tell you another horror story.
Oh, God.
Because I think this is important. When we got the full list of requirements and deposits and all that when we start booking, right? I think this is where this conversation came from. When I cried. This one, I cried about my uncle's funeral too, because that was my funeral. Like, I can't go to the funeral looking crazy.
Yeah.
But this time, I don't know what I was doing. I just really liked the way this girl did sew-ins. And it was so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to get my hair hooked up. She in a salon suite. When I book, I get my confirmation email, right? It has the address of the salon suite. It don't have a door code on there. It don't have a suite number on there. It don't have, it don't have a phone number for me to contact her. All I know is her Instagram and the email that I got. So I get there, I'm probably like 10 minutes early. I'm not super early, but I'm not late. I'm thinking I'm doing good on time. I get to the salon suite door and it's locked. Like, it's a code you gotta put in. Cause a lot of these salon suites now, they operate without a receptionist. Like, it's a little code, the stylist come get you from the door or whatever. I get there, the door is locked. I wait, somebody finally walk in or walk out, I sneak in the door. So now I'm like, I got to walk this entire salon suite to find out which suite is hers, right? So
But you got in, friend. I'm proud of you.
I got in, I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I get in, I'm walking down every aisle of this salon suite looking to see which one is hers. I literally get there, it was probably 11 minutes. I finally found her suite. Door is locked, lights are off. I'm DMing her now. Like, oh my God, I'm here. Are you still coming? I'm thinking she late. I'm here, I'm looking for you. She was like, oh no, I left. I was like, what you mean? She was like, yeah, I have a 10-minute wait time. I'm like, it's literally 11 minutes. Like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I sent her a screenshot of the confirmation email. I'm like, you didn't give me a contact number. You didn't give me anything. Completely canceled my appointment. Yeah. And kept my deposit. It was like $50 deposit. And I'm like in the car, so I done bought hair because I'm getting a sew-in. Yeah. I'm pissed. And I think I probably had something to do because I normally ain't getting a full like do without me having something to do. Right. Like, so I'm like crying in the car, livid, like, I hate these circular stylists. Like, what's going on with y'all? 1 minute, like, I get it. Even like a 10-minute grace period, but what happened to a 15-minute grace period?
Yeah.
What happened to you making sure that you
Right.
crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's?
I follow up with my clients like, hey, we still on for this morning. See you soon. Something like, you know,
I
something.
agree.
Especially when it's a new client.
Yeah.
I've never been there before. I don't know where I'm at. And then even when I'm sending her the screenshot, she like, oh well, like
So what you do?
I had to end up saving the bonus and getting my hair done by a whole nother stylist probably another week later. But I cried on Instagram about it.
Yeah.
And as somebody with a lot of followers, I really was tempted to blast her because she popular. She is popping in her hair, but I really like the way she do hair.
Yeah.
But I really like I did send her a nasty DM. Like
Yeah.
that's fucked up. Shawty, like how you gonna leave me out?
Right.
How you gonna do me? It's me. How you gonna do me
No,
like
for
that?
real.
And I done paid you, and I'm sending you screenshots of what you have emailed me, so you know there's no direct like information. I think how can stylists be better, or like what does that look like? Maybe they should go through the process of getting their hair done, so they see everything that they need.
I got a question though. Do you think you should tag them and give them credit if you pay them?
Absolutely not.
I agree.
What you think?
Look at me.
So no, I don't think they have to. No, they don't have to. But I think we all out here trying to make it right. We all out here trying to come up. And it's like, why not? Like, especially if she did a really good job on your hair, y'all was vibing, like, you know, y'all get along. Like, why not shout her out? Like, everybody think they like bigger than what they really are, and they don't want to post anything on their page if they're not being paid for it. But like, help somebody out, you know?
So I believe in helping out, right? And this is how I help out. If you ask me to try to say, oh, your hair is so nice. Who did your hair? Girl, this girl, Ghostly, she hooked my hair up. Mo, you would love her. Her energy is great. But my page is is my business.
Right.
As a creative, as a content creator. So if I make money off of my paid promotions and the things that I post on my page, then you actually asking me to do my job for free.
Literally.
So it's like, why would you ask me to do my job for free and I ain't asked you to do your job for free? You want extra because I paid you, tipped you,
Yeah.
and was a good client, like
Yeah.
you said. And like I definitely believe in the word of mouth, shouting out. I'll give anybody. I'm never a gatekeeper with that. If
Yeah.
a girl asks me, where you get that from? Them shoes cute. This outfit cute. I paid Forever 21 or Gucci or Casablanca for this sweater, so I don't mind telling you, girl, I got this at Saks on sale. You better go help.
Right.
They got 50% off. Whatever.
Right.
I'll let you know what's the low, but I'm not finna go out my way to post and promote.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I just think
Right.
it's a little like, what's the word? Arrogant or
Entitlement.
greedy. Entitlement. It's entitlement.
Yeah. Like, shout out to Pinky because I love her. I pay her and post her. But she's the type of person, like, I can text, like, ooh, can you squeeze me in today? She'd be like, child, what time? I'd be like, ooh, next hour. She'll come through. So if you like that, you got my back, I'm going to make sure, like, you paid. I'm going to shout you. I'm going to do whatever. But if I had to beg, please, and come already washed and come as I am and come repented and prayed
No,
up.
for real.
I'm
Holy
not,
water on you every
yeah,
day.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Baptized. I can't come all that.
I can't. I gotta come as I am, or I can't do it.
This will be killing me too. When a stylist, I done paid my deposit. We already agreed I'm gonna pay my money. Then they tell me, come cute, cause content ready. Come cute, come makeup,
No.
come. Girl, you not finna use me as your model and
No.
ain't paid me
Right.
or ain't giving me no discount.
Not my
or
bare
service.
face and my dusty
And I
outfit.
want to come to the salon like a dust bunny, like all the rest of your clients. I don't
Right.
want to have to come done up because you want to use me for no. I want my shirts to have holes in it and sweatpants.
What about the ones that be on the phone the whole time eating chips? Because my mom was that stylist. Thank God she don't do it no more.
Eating
My
over the
mom
phone?
would be on the phone and eating Doritos. I'm telling you, baby girl would drop crumbs in my head. No, for real. My mom would drop crumbs in my head, and I've seen other stylists would do the same thing. Like they'll be on the phone eating and talking and dropping. And hold on, baby, let me eat this food. I'm so hungry, and they'll stop and eat their Chick-fil-A.
That's
No.
unprofessional. I agree.
Okay, so we agree today.
Well, no, I agree
Just
with
like-
I agree with a lot of stuff.
I'm
but
just kidding.
yeah, no, not getting your hair, not shampooing your client's hair and they paying you is unprofessional.
Yeah.
On the phone longer than a minute over your client's head is unprofessional. Eating over your client's head is unprofessional. Not communicating with your client that you running behind, unprofessional. Not giving deposits back and you know you cancel, unprofessional.
I used to buy my
Like,
clients
all
food
that.
though, so we could both pause and eat.
I don't mind that.
Right,
I don't
right,
mind.
right.
I'll buy my buy
Right.
my stylist food. Hey girl, I'm about to stop at Chick-fil-A, even if I'm not running late, but especially if I'm running late.
Yeah.
But if you're running late, no, don't stop and get Chick-fil-A because now, because now you have her. No,
You been
because
working
she
all day.
probably got a client after you.
Okay,
And if
right.
you're running late
Okay,
and
I'll
you're
do
trying
better.
to make it sound
Not you
good
late
by
to
saying I'm gonna bring you some Chick-fil-A, like that's not okay.
You want some for Starbucks?
No, you need to come on and get in this chair.
Okay.
Or we're gonna have to cancel
I
your
try not to be
appointment.
late though, cause y'all is too stressful. So that's the anxiety.
But no, the anxiety is real being a hairstylist. I'm telling you. During like 2019, I had crazy anxiety. Like I thought I had cancer or something. Anxiety was so bad
Really?
because I didn't know you can feel anxiety, right?
No, for sure. Black women, we don't know that.
Yeah, like I didn't know like
We
chest pain.
experience that
and
differently
stuff.
than other races.
Yeah.
Our anxiety
Right.
builds up in our body differently, and it shows up differently. Like a lot of people think
Yes.
anxiety and depression, because on other races they have the leisure to be sad or not get out of bed all day. But as Black women, especially Black women, you know, we get it done regardless.
gotta go.
Our anxiety shows up as moodiness, as irritability, as angry, as like you said, just on edge. So and it can show up in your body in different ways.
Absolutely. And clients coming in late brings on my, anxiety because you're like, oh my God, I gotta make sure I finish her on time before my next client, or so I can get out of here to pick up my children from school. Like it's just like a domino effect when people are late.
Yeah.
So that's why I know you cannot stop and get Chick-fil-A. Can you come get your hair done?
I just don't like when like my clients used to bring like they man and they
Oh yeah, and don't bring people to sit in with you.
man
And
be
I hate-
smelling like cheap weed and just all types.
Yeah,
of
I
stuff.
don't think
Yeah,
your man. I don't
no.
think this hair salon is a place for the man anyway. Like some things we gotta stop letting these men know everything what we doing. Some of it
Yeah.
gotta be our secrets.
Yeah.
But I also hate when like stylists be looking over your shoulder all in my phone, in my business. She's talking about some
I'm
old girl.
guilty. I'm guilty.
Get out my phone.
I am
You is
guilty.
not my
I be-
homegirl yet.
Look, I be like, scroll back real quick. Let me
Oh.
see. Yeah, I'm all in your phone.
Now you telling your homegirl, you know that nigga that was trying to holler at you, hollering at her too.
And be knowing.
Knowing.
Be
Knowing
knowing.
all the tea.
No.
Telling everybody. That's where you get everybody business at.
See, I be turning my screen thing all the way down and I be like, hold on, cause
Ooh, the brightness.
yeah,
That's
I turn,
what you gotta do.
I turn my brightness
'Cause y'all
all the way down
nosy.
to the point where I gotta squint.
Just don't open your phone. And you know somebody.
Don't
behind
open
you.
my phone.
But when
If
I
you
do
got
hair too, I be
something to
looking.
hide, if you got something to hide, don't open your phone because your stylist is looking.
Yeah.
That's rude. Y'all some nosy
That is not
helpers.
rude.
When I was doing hair, oh for sure. Like if I'm parting your hair real slow, I'm looking.
Yeah, keep parting. It's like,
yeah.
girl, it is in
Yeah.
the middle.
No,
Okay.
I'm looking.
But that's my
Right.
thing too. Like, okay, hair salons used to be like therapy for Black women. It really used to be because you got to think therapy now is so new for us in our community. So for the barbershop and the hair salons, that y'all were the therapists. Now I do understand to a certain extent, y'all didn't go to school for that. Y'all only have certain mental and emotional capacity yourselves to take it on. But I think y'all should realize like the impact y'all have on the Black community
Yeah.
of being that venting session. So how you want to be in my phone and be nosy, but then you don't want me to vent to you and help get advice?
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying?
I think you should vent to your stylist. But you know what? Somebody brought up a good point the other day. Everybody has a salon suite now, right?
Yeah.
And they miss the whole, like, salon vibe where it was just booths. And the whole salon would be talking.
Like
and
Destiny's
chatting.
Child.
Yes, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
I love
and it was
that.
like, I'm tired of being cooped up in these suites and
Yeah.
with this grass wall. Like, I don't.
Because the grass wall make you a professional, don't it?
Right.
That come with the hair salon
That's the
certificate.
photo op. You about to be a famous
Right.
hairstylist.
The grass or the flowers, girl. That means you got your hair.
I
That's
love
true.
because in my mom's hair salon, she had 8 stylists in there, and they would just all be so funny. So I'm as a kid, I'm laughing at everybody's business. Then people would come in and like try to sell perfume and try to sell donuts. We
Oh,
had
I
the,
love that.
we had the
the
Soul
deals
Roman.
at the hair salon.
Yes, we had the Soul Man. He would come in all the time.
DVD, CDs.
Yes.
Yes.
And then my mom told me, like, you need to start selling stuff with these vendors coming. So I started making jewelry and went around selling them too. Yes.
Oh, you've been
The
hustling.
little chocolates, all
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I miss those days.
Miss
Yeah, but
it.
I think stylists are still therapists. However,
I
a
don't
lot of
trust
stylists
them no more.
are young though too.
They smashing your man, the
So-
stylist.
Cause they just as fly, they just
And
as
the-
out, they
and
she said
in the
smashing your
mix.
man?
Yeah, smashing.
The one in the the ones in the suites, yeah.
The ones in the suites.
So wait, you going to get your hair done and she's sleeping with your man?
No, I'm saying I don't tell my business no more because they be knowing now.
They do
you know
know.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
They know
They be
stuff.
overlapping. And
Yeah.
y'all just as popping as the Instagram influencers and stuff. So she's saying we all dating the same type of men now.
Yeah.
Like
I
usually
get
the
what you're
stylists
saying.
used to be married and kept away and cute like you. You know what I'm saying? They get married, they got their little husband, they daughter, they son
they
over there in the
granddaughter,
corner.
yeah.
They older. But now y'all is Instagram baddies.
Yeah.
And it's too much competition.
Too much.
I'm not telling you who I'm sleeping with, you sleeping with them too.
Facts.
Now we fight. Now,
Or
now
you know-
I
or
can't
you
get my
know-
sewing done by the best sewing in town.
Or you
because
doing his
you
side
took my
chick
man.
hair.
Now you do the side chick hair.
You know what though? I've been in that situation before. Yes, they will come to you just because they know the wife come to you or the girlfriend come to you just to see what information they can get out of you.
Or is it that the man know I'ma just pay this one stylist for both of my chicks? Cause now
Now, that's
smart
true,
men,
that's
but
true.
I have heard some men that buy, all they women the same thing. And shop at all
So
the same
there's
place.
no arguing.
So it's no arguing, so it's no mishaps, so he don't forget nothing,
But you can't send
I
all
talk
your
to somebody
women
with
to the same
name, so I don't get them mixed up.
You do what?
I talked to somebody with the same name, so I had to get them mixed up.
Oh, I don't like that. I wouldn't
I
do
know.
that. Yeah.
No.
But that makes sense. I get where you're going with it. You know what I'm saying? You a player. I like that.
No,
Yes.
see, I just cleared my name earlier. Okay, change.
Okay, you're right.
I know,
You're right.
right. But yeah, no, you should not send your women to the same hairstylist. That's messy.
But we do gotta bring back the way where men. I remember men used to pay for you to get your hair done before you get there. Like,
Yes.
where the men in to do
They
that?
don't do that no more
Keep
because
it
y'all
moving.
hair costs too much.
That's why y'all got to help us out with the
No,
subscriptions. Put it on my man card.
Subscription.
Ooh,
Facts.
that's a blessing.
Everything high, rent high, car notes high, everything
Eggs
high.
Eggs.
Eggs high. Yeah,
Eggs,
everything is
$9?
high.
A carton.
Yeah, like why hairstylists need to raise based on
Again?
the economy.
Right. Because y'all raised it to the roof already.
Already.
I
I got the game.
I do not think the prices are too high.
Okay, so give us what you
But-
think the prices should be as a stylist.
Well, I mean, I don't know because I'm a bit removed from it as well because like they got tape-ins now and I-tips and K-tips. Like they got a lot of services
I just
that
do not feel like black women should get tape-ins.
I
Like-
loved my taping.
I don't think we should, and I
I'm
don't
a
think,
give
and
it
I
a
have a silkier texture than most black women, and I would not do it.
Why?
I think that tape on our hair. Have you ever had tape on your skin and
Yeah.
with body hair and they remove it? It hurt.
Yeah, but see, I'm the type of girl, and this is probably why I'm no longer a stylist. Okay, you know how some stylists don't care to really grow your hair out; they just want to make sure the hairstyle is cute.
Yeah, you
It's
care
kind of
about
like
the
that.
cuteness.
I cared about the cuteness.
I want my
over
hair
the-
to be
no.
healthy
I'm
under.
the
But a
healthy
lot of
hairstylist.
stylists don't care because they will take your edges out as long as when you leave, it's tight,
Laid.
it's laid, and it's
And see, I
sprayed.
don't feel like that's a real. To me, I think all hairstylists should care about the base, the foundation, the root.
Baby,
of
have
it.
you seen their hair? They hair this long,
the problem is a lot
and
of
they growing it
hairstylists,
out.
Right.
They didn't go to school, so of course they don't care about the health of your hair.
And you shouldn't be considered a stylist or expert in
But-
anything and charging over $500 for nothing you ain't go to school for. If you learned on YouTube University, like I did, and the rest of everybody when I did that quick weave tutorial, then you need to be charging tutorial prices.
But Instagram has turned everybody into like a celebrity stylist, and
Because you do one homegirl that got over 300,000 followers do not make you a celebrity stylist.
At all.
Cut it out.
well, if people keep going to them paying the prices, they're gonna keep charging it.
Right.
But not that
How
I
do
agree
we
with it.
mend this relationship, y'all? Because it's detrimental. We need y'all. You know, black women we not finna stop doing our hair.
We not.
No.
We not. We gon' if we don't do nothing else, we gonna look good. So how do we, work with y'all? Y'all work with us. What is the solution? Y'all need us just as much as we need y'all, cause y'all want to live Gucci, Louis, Prada too.
Facts. Cause don't let me pull out my little toolbox and get back to doing my own hair.
And that's a valid skill set. Like
It
that's a skill. That's like being a mechanic. Like
It
people
is.
always gonna drive. People
It
always
is.
gonna need their hair
You
done.
know what's crazy? One more last story. I hope this girl not watching. If she is, girl, it's
We
not
ain't saying no
personal.
names, but you know
She
who
know
you
who
is.
she is.
Yeah.
So I had to drop my 5-year-old goddaughter off to get her hair done at this girl house.
Oh, not they charging the babies too much too. I ain't got no kids. How much is the kids?
Wait,
get?
it's the at the house that
At the
we need
house.
to stop at too. Y'all, we got to stop doing hair out the house. Too.
No, my
Charging
lash
them
lady
prices.
do lashes at her house, and I love it. Don't go to the salon. Don't listen to her.
But the thing
No.
is,
I'm against that one.
she told me to be there at a specific time. I pull up. She's like, "Oh, I gotta go take my kids to they field trip paper was due. So she had to go around the corner to the field trip whatever. So I'm waiting, okay. I waited 5 minutes. She come back. Then she told me my kids was hungry. Okay, I'll go get the food. It just was a lot start happening. So next thing you know, I'm on McDonald's runs for her.
That's
her
why you
children.
can't do it at the house, because now you dealing with household issues.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
I come, and my goddaughter was like, I don't know about the house, but she's only 5, so she couldn't really say how she. So I go in. I mean, I can't breathe. The weed, the smell of the weed, and the dog just knocked me out. I mean,
Not the weed and the dog.
Weed and a
So
dog.
my hair stank before I leave the salon.
Immediately.
Yo, cheer, basically.
Immediately. And the price was like $95 starting for a little girl's braid, like braid into a ponytail. It just was L after L after L. So then I gave my goddaughter my phone. I'm like, you FaceTime me. I'm like, FaceTime me and stay on the phone with me the whole time.
Yeah.
She yelling at her kid, get your ass over her. And da-da-da. And then
Not doing baby's hair.
when she came out the house, I'm talking clothes was exposed. I text her mom, I said, where the hell did you find her at? But when she came out, the braids was so cute. I'm like, all right, girl, we be back.
Yeah.
Like,
Cause we don't forget you if it look good. Did you lay? It's like, oh girl, she took all day, but it's late though.
I know, I was like, okay, girl, we'll be back. Cake, cough, everything, but we was gonna be back.
Hair smell a little funky, but spray some Oil-Sheen on it with some spritz.
Right.
Get that spritz smell. Oh, I used to love the way spritz
I just took it back
smell.
about 2-3 more
Ooh,
times.
it's so black. I love it, but I'm just saying we gotta do better, y'all. We really gotta do. So give me like what y'all think y'all want. What advice would you give to the stylist or the client so we can mend this relationship? Because I really want us to be able to work together. I really do.
I would say think of a growth plan for yourself and set a goal, that's not dependent on not even you or your clients. Think of a goal within your industry that you can really see yourself reaching so you can come up with a plan. So that way you can still make the money, still build, do what you love, still be in the field without stressing or overworking yourself and cracking meat. You see what I'm saying? Let's get some growth plans in 2023.
And I think every business, even as a creative, I'm taking that advice. Yeah. Everything you do, because like you said, you only one person. I can only create content with my physical body for so many hours, and I'm going to burn out. So I have to have a growth plan. I like that. Whatever you do. What you think?
I just think both sides need to take accountability. Communication is one. Not bash people for their prices. The price is the price, And if y'all feel like it's too high, then you have to find a stylist that is within your budget.
Well, I be doing promos, so look, holla at me if you want to promote, okay?
Right. Shout out.
I can't afford it. If I was not an influencer, I would be walking around here looking dusty. I would. I can't afford y'all. But
Same.
And everybody's not expensive, but at the same time, like you want to go to somebody that's good. You want to go to somebody that's gonna take care of your hair and not pull your edges out. And it's like that's gonna cost. So like what they say, you pay for what you get. Yeah, you pay for what you get. And if you want a $25 wash and press, your hair might fall out next week. So,
I need to just go overseas because overseas I know somebody who just paid $12 for a flat iron and baby her hair is still straight.
but then you got to pay for the flight to get there.
No, they done put some keratin in it. That shit gonna fall out later.
Right. Yeah. But I think don't bash people for their prices. Just find somebody that's within your budget and communicate.
But I just be wondering, like, well, when we pay these extravagant prices, where is the money going? Because your suite wasn't even decorated.
Well, but here's the thing: you can't question where people spend their money either. People have kids. People got
But you
bills.
pay for like the marble ensemble, like.
Give me an
Well,
experience.
I totally agree.
That's what I was
agree.
about to say. My advice would be, I will pay. I pay for a Louis Vuitton because I know
Right.
the quality of it. I don't mind paying for nice things. That's what I thoroughly enjoy. But I also know and have a standard of experience that's gonna come along with that. So I feel like if you're gonna call yourself an expert or a celebrity stylist, you definitely need to you need to have went to school.
Absolutely.
That's part of you investing in yourself, okay? Get you a certification.
Right.
I think cosmetology school take, 18 months?
Well, mine took a little bit longer. I think
You could be an RN or a cosmetologist at the same time, okay? Go to school and get your certification for it, but also, and like you said, for me, it's the experience. If I come in and it's a vibe, you got the music going, it smell good, you giving me little scalp massages, you know what I mean? You're taking care of my hair at the same time and hooking me up, then I'll pay $500. But if you gonna leave me fried down, laid to the side, and my roots, and I'm balding, I had a ponytail one time, and girl, it was only in for 2 days. It was for an event, and I had a bald spot. I grew it back. But that's what I'm saying. Don't do it. Like, don't call yourself this expert celebrity stylist if you're not giving us expert celebrity treatment.
And they be
And
photoshopping
every
your
client should get celebrity treatment, not just the influencers that you want to post.
Facts. Be
I
face
agree.
tuning the sewing and the face tuning the lace.
You
So
know,
I'm thinking it's
talking about what lace?
What lace?
That
Right.
one right there behind that filter,
That
ma'am.
one. The one that
we see
your-
that screen door flapping with the wind.
That one.
Anyways, before we go, so I have this thing called trap formations, right? And with trap formations, it's like an affirmation that you keep all the way trill. Ghetto, raw, real. It could be cute if you like it, but like sometimes I have to look in the mirror and tell myself I'm a bad bitch, and my ex nigga can't have this. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
That's a little trap formation.
Okay.
Keep the F boys off it. You know what I'm saying? So give us one little trap formation. It could be about business. It could be about you as a woman. It could be anything. Give me something cute that you just tell yourself or remind yourself, or you want to let everybody else to know to remind themselves. Give me a trap formation.
Oh, you don't have to ask her first.
I got
think
mine.
She got that.
Go.
Yeah.
Trishana, I always tell myself, you a real nigga all day and tomorrow. That's my thing.
So you do everything with the attitude of being a real nigga?
Just being a real nigga.
Showing up like a real nigga.
Like I never try to operate out of ill intent because I'm always trying to be a real nigga.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Operating, putting your best foot forward.
Yeah.
Real niggas do real things.
Yeah, and I'm never trying to hurt anybody, do anything malicious, nothing crazy. Like,
So if you on the fence to judge, like judgment wise, like, ooh, should I do that? And you're like, what would a real nigga do?
what would a real nigga do?
Because Shoshana operates as a real nigga all day, every day, and tomorrow. I like that.
I definitely don't have one. Yeah, I don't think I
Or
have
some piece of advice you want to give, like about elevating in your life, whether it being, because you know you a fine wife, you a mother, you doing it all, business owner, an entrepreneur.
I don't know. Maybe more so of like just, stop making excuses. Like just get up, and do it. Like I think
Get up and do it.
yeah, just get up and just get up and do it. A lot of people I do talk to that do sit in my chair when I'm doing like content day, like they're thinking too much about it. They're like, well, what should I do? What should I do this way or that way? Like you thinking too much about it. Just do it. Just be yourself. Everybody out here want to start a business. They saying they don't know how to start. Just start it.
Just start it.
Just be yourself. Just do it.
Because you're going to learn along the way. I literally just said that in last week's episode. I was like, if you take the first step, God will meet you with the second and
Absolutely.
the third. And keep
Absolutely.
And some days you still don't know what you're doing. Hell.
No.
We winging it. We winging it today.
Right.
Look at us.
Right.
Winging it. On the wing of the prayer. All right, y'all.
Right.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all follow both of these beautiful, lovely ladies for all of your content. Listen, they dropping gems, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's hair, teaching you, because she done taught me how to do a lot of styles on my hair, okay? And she got the heatless curls on lock. I think I did a YouTube on them heatless curls. But anyway, so follow both of them. I'm going to link them below. And make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Like, comment, and share. Thank you for tuning into this week's Meaningful Conversations with Brii Renee.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you.